ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपार करुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण पुमान् पूर्णः प्रजायते तं वन्दे ब्रह्मविद्धुर्यं सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारम् प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। शरीरं स्वरूपं तथा वा कलत्रं यशश्चारुचित्रं धनं मेरुतुल्यं मनश्चेन्न गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्।
शरीरं
शरीरं
स्वरूपं
तथा वा
तथा
कलत्रं
कलत्रं
यश्चारुचित्रं
यश्चारुचित्रं
मेरुतुल्यं
धनं मेरुतुल्यं
मनश्चेन्नलग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे
मनश्चेन्नलग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे
किं ततः किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्।
कलत्रं धनं पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वं गृहं बान्धवाः सर्वमेतद्विजातं मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्।
फलत्रयं
फलत्रं
कलत्रं
धनं
पुत्रपौत्रादि
पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वं गृहाणां वा सर्वमिदं मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरं
कृपद्मे
कृपद्मे
ततः
किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं
ततः किम्
षडङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शास्त्रविद्या च वित्त्वादिगद्यं सुपद्यं करोति मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्
षडङ्गादिवेदो
षडङ्गादिवेदो
मुखे शास्त्रविद्या
मुखेशास्त्रविद्या
कवित्वादिगद्यं
कवित्वादिगद्यं
सुपद्यं
सुपद्यं
करोति
करोति
मनश्चेन्न लग्नं
मनश्चेन्न लग्नं
गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः
श्रीपद्मे
किं
ततः
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 किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
ततः
ततः किम्
विदेशेषु मान्यस्वदेशेषु धन्यः सदाचारवृत्तेषु मत्तो न चान्यः मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्
विदेशेषु
विदेशेषु मान्यस्वदेशेषु
मान्यस्वदेशेषु
धन्यः
धन्यः
सदाचारवृत्तेषु
सदाचारवृत्तेषु
मत्तो न
मत्तो न
चान्यः
चान्यः
मनश्चेन्न लग्नं
मनश्चेन्न लग्नं
गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे
गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे
ततः किं
ततः
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 किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः किम्
श्याममण्डले भूपभूपालवृन्दैः सदा सेवितं यस्य पादारविन्दम् मनश्चेन्न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्
मण्डले
क्षमामण्डले
भूपभूपालवृन्दैः
भूपभूपालवृन्दैः
सदा
सदा
सेवितं
सेवितं
यस्य
यस्य
पादारविन्दम्
पादारविन्दम्
मनश्चेन्न लग्नं
मनश्चेन्न लग्नं
गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः
गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे
किं ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं ततः
ततः
किम्
किम्
Surupam Shariram, a beautiful body and a beautiful spouse, Putra, Pautra, Dhanam, equivalent to the Mount Meru, the size of the Mount Meru. And you have all the scholarship, know all the Vedas, Vedanga. You got expertise in writing poems, etc. And you are served by the kings and monarchs. With all this, still you'll, if you don't have bhakti for the feet of the Guru, then these are of no use. Everything will be useful, everything will serve the purpose only when the person has devotion unto the Guru. The Guru meaning Shastra. The Shastra is moksha. So ultimately it is saying that Dharmartha Kama Purushartha, this Purushartha, accomplishment of this Purushartha, the language of Kathopanishad, it is called prayers. Prayers will not make a person a complete person, will not give him Purnatvam, will not make him free from this bandha, samsara bandha, will not make him free from the inner voice always, I want, I want. So therefore, Guru Bhakti, by Guru, who is a Guru? Granati Upadeshati iti Guru. Dukarastu andakara dukaraha tan nivartakaha. Cause of the samsara is avidya. Avidya nashakam jnanam. And jnanam is only through Shastra Pramanam, and Shastra Pramanam being taught, being revealed, the knowledge being taught by the teacher, Guru. As Bhagavan says in the Gita, Tad Buddhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshanti Te Jnanam Jnaninas Tattvadarshinaha Tattvadarshi Guru Samitpanehi Shotriyam Brahmanishtam Parikshalokan Karmachitan Brahmanaha Nirvedamaya. Upanishad says, having examined all the lokas, so all the lokas, all the enjoyments, these have been examined. Then the person gets vairagya. These will not give me fulfillment. These will not give what I really seek. What I really seek is freedom. And the freedom is not possible through any of these. These are classified under three Purushartha, Dharmartha, Kama Purushartha. Therefore, only moksha. Moksha alone gives me freedom. And for that, moksha jnanam is apekshitam. And therefore, yaha jnanam dadati. Saha guruhu. Therefore, Guru is, since Guru is the only person who can remove ajnanam by teaching the Shastropadesha, the Vichara in the form of Shravanam. Shravanam is hearing, listening to the words of the Shastram, and that is given by the Guru. Therefore, Guru Bhakti, Guru Kripa, Guru Arangripad, Me Manaha Nalagnam says. So, what is the use of all this? All these do not serve any purpose. So, therefore, all these are limited. All these are subject to going away. They are anityaha. Shashman nashvarameva vishwamakilam nischitya vacha guroho nityam brahma nirantaram vimrashata nirvyaja shantatmana. The Manisha Panchagam Acharya says, this nashvaram eva idam vishwamakilam. This vishwam, this jagat is nashvaram, subject to going away, perishable. Iti guroho vacha, by the words of the Guru, having clearly understood, determined, and that Nitya Vastu is Brahma, therefore Nityam Nirantaram Brahma, Vimrashata Nirvyaja Shantatmana, the one who takes to the pursuit of Jnanam, that person, Guroho Vacha, by the words, by the Upadesha of the teacher. That person only will ultimately gain the purpose of life. Therefore, Guru Stuti is done. Guru Stuti is Shastra Stuti, Atma Stuti, Moksha Stuti. So therefore only we can equate Guru is Moksha. Because Guru is a means for gaining Jnanam through Upadesha. Upadesha, the words of the Shastram alone gives Jnanam. By Jnanam alone is Moksha. Therefore, Acharyavan Purushaha Veda, the one who is Acharya, he must know the truth. Therefore, the only refuge, Ashraya, is Guru alone. That is why Guru Stuti is done. Therefore, I do Namaskara, Tashtanga Namaskara to the Guru. Tashtanga Pradipatena, Tato Nityam Gurum Bhajet. Bhajanas Tairyamapnoti, Svasvarupo Mayo Bhavet. In the Guru Gita, it is said, Sashtanga Namaskara. Doing Sashtanga Namaskara, always worship the Guru. By that, the person gains stadium, stira buddhi, and swaswarupaha. He gains sakshatkara, atma sakshatkara, atmanubhuti. Bhajanat, stadium apnoti, swaswarupamayo bhavet. Swaswarupaha is aparokshanubhuti, atmanubhuti, swatmanubhuti. He gains sakshatkara, atma sakshatkara, gains the knowledge, gains the vision of Atma. Sashtanga Namaskara. What is Sashtanga Namaskara? The 8 limbs of the body touching the ground. We do Namaskara. Tadvitti Pranipatena, the one also says in the Gita, falling at the feet of the Guru, the 8 parts of the body touching the ground. Daurbhyam Padbhyam Tijanubhyam Urasa Shirasa Drisha Manasa Vacha Cheti Pranamaha Ashtanga Uchate. The shoulders, feet, and the legs, chest, head, eyes, also the mind and the speech. These 8, by these 8 limbs, anga, pranamaha, namaskara, offered to the Guru is Sashtanga Namaskara. That is surrender. Sashtanga Namaskara is surrender. Why do we surrender? Because without Jnana, Mukti is not possible. And Jnanam is not possible without Guru Bhakti. And therefore, without that, there is no other means. That is why. Jnanam bina Mukti Padam लभ्यते गुरु भक्तितः गुरोः समानतो नान्यते साधनं गुरुमार्गिणाम्. Even it is said, गुरोः प्रसादेन कृपा प्रसादेन ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवादयः सामर्थ्यम् अभजन सर्वे सृष्टिस्थित्यादि कर्मणि. Even by the grace of the Guru alone, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, all these they enjoy the samarthya, the capability, the ability to do the srishti. Brahma does the job of creation. He is Srishtikarta, the creator, Vishnu sustainer, and Shiva is Samharakarta. So Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, creation, sustenance, and destruction, all these are done by the Trimurti by the grace of the Guru. Deva Kinnara Gandharvaha Pitra Yakshastu Tumuruhu Munayopi na jananti Guru Shushushena Vidim. The Trimurti they know. That's why they do this their job of creation, sustenance and destruction by the grace of the Guru. Whereas other people puffed up with pride, they don't know this. Therefore, they na jananti. So what will happen to them? Those who don't know are not aware of this fact, and for them the gati is the samsara gati. Mahahankarena garvena tapo vidya balena cha ravantyettasmin samsare gati yantram yatha punaha, like the automated the toy, due to ahankara, puffed with the pride, and they revolve in this. They go round and round in this samsara, like a gati yantra, like the automated that toy, which is they given a key, it just goes round and round and round. So therefore they are bound by the samsara. Brahmanti asmin samsare. So therefore Guru Bhakti is important. Guroho Padara Charana Kamalayoho Padara Indabhyam Saraham Pranataha Asmi. So that is the Stuti, Guru Stuti. Up to this shloka, we have seen 5 shlokas. Now the next shloka, we'll see. Yasho me gatam dikshudana pratapat jagatvastu sarve sarvam karegyat prasadat manasche nalagnam gurorang gripatme tathakim 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 tathakim.
यशो
यशो
मे
मे
गतं
गतं
दुःखदानं
दुःखानां
जगत्वस्तु
जगत्सर्वं
सर्वं
करेतु
करेः
ससादे
मनश्चेन्न
यन्मनश्चादानन्दं येन गुरोरग्निपततं ततः किम्
Yashaha dana pratapat dikshugatam. Dikshugatam means prasrutam, spread all over. Yat prasada jagat vastu sarvam kare, mama kare asti. Tatapi manaha guroha angripatmena lagnam tet. Tataha kim, tataha kim, tataha kim, tataha kim. So in this shloka, Shankaracharya presents that the person may be generous, may have immense wealth, and also he does dhanam, because of which his fame has spread all over. So he is popular, known for charity. So what? Despite possessing all wealth and fame, if one's mind is not attached to the Pada Pankaja of the Guru, then what is the use? What purpose they serve? It is of no use. So a person becomes famous, a great donor. Donors are respected everywhere. And in the ashram, you will see donors will get separate, honor, recognition. In fact, in some ashramas, only donors are allowed to stay also. But once I contacted some ashrama, they said only donors are, that's fine, because they contribute. So therefore, being a donor, that charity, so one must have the heart to even to donate. Donation is not just a meager sum, huge sum of money. They have, and they have the heart also to give. And the famous donors, Mahabharata, Karna, and Bali Chakravarti, these are the famous donors. They give, they're known for their charity, generosity. So because of which they are known all over. Their Karna is famous. So Dana Pratapat. Dana Pratapat, Mama is me, my, Mama Yashaha. Not just confined to only one country. Dikshu in all the directions. Because of my generosity, Dana Shilata, Dana Pratapa, my fame has spread all over, across all directions. Dikshu, Dikshabda, Feelinga, Disho, Dishaha, Dikshu, Saptami Bhagavachram, Dikshu, in all the directions. Sarvasu Dikshu Vyaptam. What? Mama Yashaha, my fame, my glory. Yashaha is glory. The word came before also. Yasho, Yashaha, Charu Yashaha, iti Yashascharu, Chitram, Dhanam Ertulyam, it came before the first shloka. Yashaha is Yashas Shabda, Sakaranta, Napumsakalinga, Yashaha, Yashasi, Yashamsi. So Mama Yashaha, my fame, Gatam, that's why Gatam, Napumsakalinga, Gatam, in all directions it has gone, spread, Dikshu, Dana Pratapa, because I am known for my generosity, Dana Pratapa, That audaryam. So mama audaryasya prashamsam sarve kurvanti. All the people they praise my generosity, magnanimity. He's such a great person. He's a donor. He gives. So what will happen? So mama ahankaraha vardate. That is also a ahankara. Person maybe is good person giving money, helping others. Does the job of reaching out. Constructs vapi kupa tatakati, digging wells, constructing tanks, toll trees, etc. All these are dharmakarya, paropakarakarya, punyam, paropakaraya punyaya, bhavati. He gains a lot of punyam and also visible result is known and people praise him because of which what happened, the pride inside the mind arises. That is also it's dangerous. False pride, manitvam, adambitam, as Bhagavan said in the Gita, these are asuric sampat, demoniac qualities. This manitvam, dambitvam. Manitvam is demanding respect, too much respect, too much than what he deserves. Dambitvam is showing off. That is why, to put it positively, in the Gita, Bhagavan said, amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam. The 20 spiritual values. The 13th chapter of the Gita, Bhagavan enumerated. These values are called jnana. In the sense, the person having these traits, these characteristics, these qualities, for that person, jnanam, that therefore moksha is not far away. So ahankara is so subtle. So it is like a worm can easily microbe, penetrate into the person. So therefore, that person, and also for that person, there is nothing in this world unattainable. Everything, sarvam kare, jagat vastu sarvam kare. It means jagat vastu sarvavidam sukham aishwaryam rattanam sadham, everything in his hand. Whatever he desires, he gets that. So all the objects, the world, every worldly object, you can say in his hand, kare, all kinds of comfort, luxury, these are available for that person. Whatever he desires just appears in before that very moment itself. So therefore, even after attaining such generosity and worldwide fame known, and he has got the abundance of all the resources, if that person's mind is not attached, not devoted to the feet of the Guru, who is the only giver of moksha, bestower of moksha, then what of it? What spiritual benefit the person derives from all these charitable actions? They are of no use. So therefore, one may attain because of charity and other reach out actions. One may attain the pleasures of Sargaloka. The person may gain Sargaloka. Swarga is a loka. Lokyate anubhuyate iti loka. Another place where the person enjoys pleasures which are far, far, far more superior than the sense pleasures available in the world. Sense pleasures sensed to the sense organs. They are far, far superior. That's Swargaloka. It is there or not, it is not our worry. But Shastra says, therefore, Shastra being a Pravanam, we can accept Those who don't accept other loka, Shastra says they are balaha, they are immature people. And those who think that loka is permanent, they are still more immature. Because yatha iha tata aha, as we enjoy, means sukha dukkha anubhava, as we experience sukha, pain and pleasure in this world, as this world is transient, it is not permanent, as we enjoy sukha, dukkha, so, and that also for a limited period of time, that is up to death. So too that Swargaloka, in Swargaloka also, where the pleasures are far more superior, but they are also subject to limitation, subject to time. When the time, the clock ticks, when the final tick is done, the person has exhausted all his punya. That is the capital, that is the punya capital with which he had gone to the Swargaloka. Then the person has to come back. He'll be dropped from the Swargaloka. Kene punya martyalokam vishanti. When all the merits are exhausted, punya. Again they enter the Bhuloka, this karma bhumi. Again, because in this loka only, they can earn punyam as well as papam. So again coming to the Bhuloka, work for punyam and also in the process will gain papam, both will be there. And there is no guarantee that you will come back to the Bhuloka. You can take Bhuloka, you will come, but any Janma one can take, need not Manisha Janma. These are the limitations. Even if the person attains Swargaloka by his reach out actions. So therefore, and also all the vastus, all the objects are in his command, available for him. But does it destroy? Does it gives the person a mind which is calm and quiet? No. Does it quench his thirst? No. The more the objects, the more the desire. And when Nachiketa in Kathopanishad was tempted with all the pleasures, not only of this loka, even other lokas which he can enjoy in the human form, he just dismissed. He just dismissed because all these will finally weaken the sense organs. And all these are transient. Therefore, he says, Tavaivyavaha Tavanitya Gite. You keep all these vehicle, divine damsels with you. I don't want. What I asked is Brahmagyanam, that alone you give me. You are so stubborn, sticking to the third boon, asking for self-knowledge, and Yamadharmaraja finally had to give. He could not tempt Nachiketa. So therefore, that is a bhakti. That is the bhakti of Nachiketa for the knowledge and therefore for the Guru. So therefore, finally, he gained what he wanted, moksha. So vairagya. So even if the person has got all these things, peace of mind is not guaranteed. Not only guaranteed, it will not be. Therefore, Atma Jnanam is the only means, self-knowledge, by which alone the person can be at home. Therefore, that is not possible without surrender at the feet of the Guru. Therefore, Manaha Guroha Angri Padme na Lagnam Chet Kim Prayojanam Nasti. There is no Prayojanam. So Yashaha is Kirti, glory, Gauravam, Kasya Mama, my glory. Gatam Sarvatra Vyaptam Dikshu Sarvasu, all the 10 directions, 4 direction, main direction, sub direction, above and below, all the 10 directions, all the lokas, Sarvatra Gatam, how Dana Pratapa, because of my Dana Shila Yaha Prabhavat. I am known for giving Danam, Danasya Pratapaha Dana Pratapa, Prabhavaha Ityartaha. Pratapa is Prabhava, known for giving in charity. Therefore, Mama Vaibhavam, Sarvatra Prasrutam, and all the Jagat Vastu, everything Kare, Astatale, just my hand is available. Yet prasadat, some punya is just done, therefore, yet prasadat, or the punya which he gained by dana, therefore, yet prasadat, or dharam is there, therefore, dhana balasya prabhavat prasadat, we can take yasya prasadaha, he has gained. So what? These are of no use. All these can give this fame and all the worldly objects can give him physical comfort, but it cannot release the person from samsara. Yavat paryantam ahankaram tyaktva guroho padar vindayoho chittam na pravishati tavat paryantam samsara chakrasya parmanaya eva bhavati mokshaya na iti. That is what the Acharya says here. So therefore, there is no other way to get released from the samsara chakra other than bhakti to the feet of the Guru. Therefore, Guru Upasadanam and Jnana Praptam. And Jnanena Mokshaha, the person becomes free. That is the message. Next shloka. Na bhoge, na yoge, na vabhajirajo, na kanta mukhe naiva vitte shuchittam. मनश्चे न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्
न
न
भोगे
भोगेन
न
योगेन
योगेन
वाजिराजौ
वाजिराजौ
न
न
कान्तामुखेनैव
कान्तामुखेनैव
विद्येषु चित्तम्
विशुचित्तम्
मनश्चेन्न
मनश्चेन्न
लग्नं
ततः
गुरोरङ्घ्रिपरिपति
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः
ततः
किं
किं
ततः किम्.
Another important thing in this shloka Acharya highlights. A person may be dispassionate, vairagyavan, as we saw in Viveka Chudamani, vairagya. Visheshu dosha darshanam is not attached to anything, not only objects, any person, anything. Vairagya, important quality. Even if the person has Vairagya stands for Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti, Mukshutvam. Even if the person has Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti and that too, among Vairagya stands for that. If the person's mind is not devoted to the feet of the Guru, then there is no use of Vairagya also, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. The person may be a Mumukshu. So what? He is desirous, he has got desire to free from samsara. That the desire, the mumukshu, the person who is desirous of liberation, moksha, should become a jignasu, desirous of knowing, then only moksha is possible. Being a mumukshu, that is fine to start with. But he should become a jignasu, because moksha is only through knowledge. In the beginning, the desire is in the form of, the desire is there, which is to get freedom from this samsara, desire. Freedom from samsara, wanting to be free from samsara, that is desire. The desire should be converted into desire to knowledge, because knowledge is the only means to get rid of the samsara. So, and for that knowledge, Shastram and Guru is required. So therefore, even if the person is a mumukshu, as Vairagya, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, if it doesn't resort to the Guru, doesn't approach the Guru, ask for knowledge, then it is of no use. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti itself has no use at all, doesn't serve the purpose. So he has to become a jignasu and go to the Guru. Therefore, Guru Rangri Padme Manaha Nalagnam Chet. Then what is the use of even the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti? The person is completely detached from all things, sensory pleasures, and the person is a yogi. He has done intense tapas, has got some special powers also, siddhi and wealth. All this he has given up, not completely detached, vairagya, and all worldly relationships also. But if his mind is not devoted to the feet of the Guru, what is the use? The previous shloka, Bhagavan Shankaracharya, is said the futility of gaining wealth, fame, and even the empire. Now here, he says, even the Vairagya. Vairagya is what we aspire for. Vairagya. Even if the person is a Vairagi, the person is not attached to anything, anywhere in the world. No interest in worldly enjoyments. No desire for worldly pleasures. Na boge. Boga is worldly pleasures, enjoyments. Nor does he have any attachment to yoga. The yoga, the Hatha yoga and all, the person may gain this Siddhi, Ashtama Siddhi, Anima, Garima, etc. All these are gained through the, the power, the Siddhi, which are gained through the practice of yoga. That also the person, from that also the person is completely detached, not interested in that, completely disinterested. Navavaji Rajo. Vajirajo is that's Uttama Vahanebhyaha Shvebhyaha cha Nivrittihi. That is, Vajirajo is the horses. That is the in Kavya and all these words are used. That is, a king may have the cavalry troop, which for the swift movement of the army. So rapid movement. The army moves from one place to other place, and even in royal processions, battlefield, this formations, you will see the fine steeds, Vajirajo, the excellent horses, the Vajirajo. It stands for royal grandeur. That is the Vajirajo. Uttama Ashva, Ashvebhyaha, that Vaganam. That also the person is not interested. Vajirajo. Vajirajo, not interested in the Vajirajo, the Vahanam, the Uttama Ashva Vahanam, you can say. And Kanta Sukam. Kanta Sukam, Kanta is three. Here we can take three. If it is three, then we have to take Purusha. So depending on the gender, we have to take. If you are masculine, then take Kanta Sukha is three Sukha. If you are female, then you take Kanta Sukha is Purusha Sukha. So he's not interested in that also. So na Kanta Sukhe. And with Vitteshu Chittam, not in Vittam Dhanam also. He is not interested in money also. Therefore, Vitaragi, the language of Gita. So sannyasi iva drishyate is like a sannyasi, not interested in any of all this. Then who is that person? The person is like a sannyasi only. So what? So what? The person completely detached, and for this detachment, such detachment itself, we say 50% is free, moksha, though he doesn't have jnanam. And people, they respect him for being detached also. In fact, he becomes worthy of worship. Because we hardly see people who is not attached to all these things. But even then, Shankaracharya says here, even then, merely withdrawing the mind from all these external objects, being indifferent to all this, that alone is not enough. That mind, that is that dispassionate mind that the person enjoys, if that mind is not devoted to the feet of the Guru, then what is the use of even that Vairagyam? First of all, that such Vairagyam is difficult. We have, most of them fall under Smashana Vairagya or Jihasa Vairagya. The Vairagya, which is a matured Vairagya, that is the Vairagya meant for Jnanam, it should finally take me to Jnanam. And Jnanam means Guru. That Vairagya is matured Vairagya. So if the person has dispassion for all this, it is only superficial dispassion, not real dispassion. His mind may be refrained from pursuing sense objects, but if his mind is it's an empty mind, if he is not attached to the feet of the Guru, then it's of no use. The person doesn't attain moksha. Then what is the use of that mind? It's just an empty mind alone. So therefore, this Vairagya, so there are Vairagya also, Nishedhatmaka Vairagyam, Videyatmaka Vairagyam is there. Nishedhatmaka Vairagyam, that is dismissing all the pleasures, sense objects, fame, all the yoga siddhis, Kanta, Sukha, Vittam, etc. That is Nishedhatmaka Vairagya. That is fine, but later should become Vidayatmaka Vairagya. That is positive. Knowledge alone gives. Therefore, Vairagya finally should take me to the Guru and the Jnanam. Because Vidyate Hridaya Grantihi, that Hridaya Grantihi will Vidyate will snap only when there is knowledge. And Tattu Guroho Kripaya Eva Labhyate. Therefore, only by the grace of Guru it is gained. Therefore, this passion, which is without the devotion to the Guru, this passion without devotion to the Guru, that is also a form of ego only, the dry ego. It's of no use. So therefore, Shankaracharya says, Na bhoge samsarika sukha bhoge na yoge ashtanga yogadi sadhanegi labhyamaneshu yoga siddhi, all powers. And Vajirajo, those Ashwanam Samugaha, the Vahanas, which belongs to the Raja. Vaji means Raja, Ashwanam Raji, the Pantihi, that Samugaha, Vajiraju, and Kanta Suke, Stri Sukam, Atava Purushatukam, Tasmin, and Vitteshu, Swarna Ratna, Sampattishu Api, Tasya Chittam Nasti, Antakaranam Samsaktam Nasti, Tatapi, Guroha Angripadme, Manaha Nalagnam Chet, Kim Prayojanam. As we say, boga, sensory enjoyment is it's a bondage. The same way, this Shushka Vairagyam also is a form of Bandha only. This is Shushka Vairagya, dry Vairagya, dry dispassion. How can a dispassion be dry? The dispassion, Vairagya can be dry when there is absence of Guru Bhakti. Guru Bhakti means absence of the desire to know oneself. That is Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnana Dwara is closed when there is no Guru Bhakti. So the Vairagya is Shushka Vairagya. Shushka Vairagya Kim Prayojanam. There is no Prayojanam at all. Therefore, one must have Bhakti, Drida Pritihi unto the feet of the Guru. That is the Gudartha. That is the meaning of this shloka. Last shloka. Aranye navasvasya gehe nakaryet न देहे मनोवर्तते मे त्वनर्घ्ये मनश्चे न लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्.
परण्ये नमः स्वस्य गेहे न देहाय न देहे मनुगते मे मनस्ते लसतं गुरोर्मे
So here also that same idea is talked about, that Vairagya, the Shushka Vairagya, Antarika, that Shushka Vairagya, the person has got Vairagya. See, all this can be known with the, the spiritual life, different stages come. The Vairagya may be there. Sometimes the Vairagya just, it is the form of just Nishedatmaka Vairagya, that is dismissing things. That is good. But slowly it has to be converted into jnanam. If there is mental lethargy for pursuing jnanam, then the Vairagya, Shushka Vairagya, that Vairagya has no purpose. Maybe the person may not have problem. The problem in the sense, lack of dispassion, there is attachment, and therefore the person may encounter some problem. No raga, completely dispassionate, but what is the prayojanam? So sometimes the mind becomes dull, weak, completely disinterested. That is also not good. Instead of being disinterested in anything, disinterested without having desire for jnana, such type of disinterest, it's of no use. Better to be, instead of that, better to be get involved in worldly activities intensely. That is better, because that disinterest in worldly things without the desire for moksha is nothing but a form of tamas, mental lethargy. So therefore, here also is talked about that the spirit of being dispassionate, that is a form of renunciation, sannyasa bhava. And the person has disassociated himself relatively from this sharira adhyasa, the abhimana viddhi sharira mana sangata. In spite of having that, if the person doesn't have bhakti for the feet of the Guru, then it is of no use. Therefore he says, Me manaha aranyena swasya gyeheva na karyena anargye na vartate. Na vartate means samsaktam, na vartate, not attached. Tatapi guroh angri padme manaha nalagnam chet kim prayojanam. Generally, sannyasis or even vanaprasthas tapashraddhe yupavasantyaranye Mundakopanishad, Vanaprastha, Bhakshicharyam Charanti. So living in the forest, the Vanaprastha, Ashramis and Sannyasis, they dwell in the forest. Vana is Aranya. And the Grasta, they live in the Griha, Gehe. And this person, his mind is not in the forest, nor in the Gehe also, nor in the home also. Because he has got dispassion. For him, the forest and the home both are equal, because he is completely free from all sorts of attachment, neither attached to the forest, like the Vanaprasthas and Sannyasis attached to the forest. Sannyasi means sadhaka, not real, not jnani. And the grihastha are attached to their griha. This person is not attached. Therefore, aranya means vane. Why vana? Because it is ekanta sthanam, a place a solitary place, Vanam. And Gehe is Virge. So Vane, sometimes a person may living in the Aranya, a forest, may get attached to his place, to his hut, to his kutiya, to his bhikshapatram, to his kashaya vastra, that kopinam. That is also attachment. You know the famous story when I think Vasishta was giving Upadesha to a group of these sannyasis who are wearing brahmacharis and sannyasis they were wearing only kopinam. Vasishta or somebody, I don't know I don't remember the name. And Janaka also was there. Then somebody came and reported that Mithila is on fire. Mithila, the kingdom, the Rajyam is on fire. Then all these brahmachari sannyasis, immediately they left the class and ran to protect their kopina, which they have kept outside for drying. And the Janaka was sitting in the class, not moving at all. He was with rapt attention listening to the words of the teacher. When he said, Mithilayam pradagdayam name dagati kinchana. Let the whole Mithila burn. So what? That is vairagyam. And these people, the brahmacharis and sannyasis, wanting to protect their kopinam, a small piece of cloth to cover the private parts. That cloth they want to protect and they ran. So that is attachment. So aranye in the forest or in the griha. Not they and karya. Karya is karma. Samsarika. That kartavyam, karma, kartavyeshu, vyapareshu. Any sort of transaction to be done. There is nothing to be done here because not interested. To be done is there only when you want something to gain from the world. To be done, this should be done. But this person is completely detached. And not dehe, sharire api is not attached to the sharira, doesn't pamper the body, not interested. So the manaha antakaranam na vartate na tishtati. In all these vishaya, the manaha na brahmati na tishtati. Tvanargye, to anargye. Anargye means amulya. Yasya mulyam nasti tadrishe bhoga ishwargye. So that anargye means that which is cannot be priced, precious. That is tvanargye. Amulya vastu. That also the person is not interested. Completely detached. Even of such dispassion a person may enjoy, may have, so what? If the mind of the person Angripatme Guroho Charanakamale na Lagnam Chet Kim Prayojanam Kimapi Prayojanam Nasti Sarvam Nirartakam Eva. That is what Acharya says. So the person's mind is neither in the forest nor in the home. His attachments, ragadvesha towards specific places have been completely destroyed. Not attached to any karya, any karma, secular or sacred, laukika or vaidika, whatever karma. So therefore, that person, no sense of possessiveness, mamatvam is not there, even towards the body. Somehow not that he has get rid of. Even towards all the things which are invaluable, anargya, priceless things, the gems, the treasures, ratna, etc., that holds no attraction for this person. So what? Such a state, in fact, only Paramahamsa Sannyasi has. The Paramahamsa Sannyasi. The sannyasa, what people take is Paramahamsa Sannyasa. Their mind should be supposed to be like that, completely detached. All form of attachment has gone completely. The Sangha. So the person resembles that state of a Paramahamsa Sannyasi. Still, if the person's mind is not absorbed in the feet of the teacher, Guru, then what is the Prayojanam? Therefore, mere sannyasa will not give moksha. Sir, that mere sannyasa, just giving up, it is just a void. It's a that doesn't give that give moksha. Vishaya nivritti cannot give moksha. Vishaya vritti is without Guru Bhakti, it is Shushka Vairagya. It is Shushka Sannyasa. So therefore, the aspiration, that devotion for the Guru and aspiring for knowledge, that alone is what is important, and it is what is highlighted, that Guru Bhakti. That alone will destroy the Ahankara. So Ahankarasya Nashayetuhu Guru Bhakti. So therefore, Grihatyaha or even Vanatyaha, Karmatyaha, Dehavimanatyaha, all these are not undervalued, underestimated. All these are sadhana, but not they are not paramasadhan. They are all secondary means. Ultimate means it's only knowledge, moksha for which Guru is required. Therefore, Guru Rangipatne Manaschena Lagnam Tatakim 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 Tatakim. Because moksha is Swarupa Jnanam. That Swarupa Jnanam Kevalam Guroho Katakshena Eva Labhyate. Therefore, Guru Kataksha. So therefore, there is, as long as there is no Purna Vilaya of the mind unto the feet of the Guru, that is real Vairagya. From the Vairagya from the objects, that should be turned towards knowledge for moksha to the Guru. That is, then only it is complete. Then only the purpose is gained, purpose of life. That is Jivan Mukti, moksha. So that is the Upadesha of this shloka. So therefore, in every step, we should exercise caution, because anything can trap. That notion of being dispassionate also is a trap. So Guru Bhakti alone can save us. So therefore, Guru Rangri Padma iti. Now, final shloka, which is Shruti, that is Phala Sruti, you will read. Gurorashtakam ya patet punyadehi yatirбхо patir brahmachari chagehi labedvanchitartam padam brahma sangyam guroruktabhakye mano yasya lagnam.
गुरोरष्टकं
Gururashtakam
यः
यः
पठेत्
पठेत्
पुण्यदेहि
पुण्यदेहि
यतिर्भूपति ब्रह्मचारी
यतिर्भूपतिर्ब्रह्मचारी चकेः
लभेवाञ्छितार्थं
लभेवाञ्छितार्थं
पदं
पदं ब्रह्मसंज्ञं
गुरुरुक्तभाग्ये मनो यस्य लग्नम्
गुरोरुकभाग्ये मनो यस्य लग्नम्.
So yaha guroho ashtakam, this Guru Ashtakam, this Ashta Shlokatmakam is a stotram. This shloka consisting of 8 verses. Yaha Pate, the one who does the patanam of this Sabdaya Yaha Patati, Saha Punyadehi, Saha Punyavan Bhavati, Punyadegaha, Punyadehi, that person is Punyavan. Punyaha Degaha Yasya Asti, the person is really Punyavan. Punyavan means that person is really fortunate. Whoever may be that person. Yatihi Bhavatu, that the person be a Yatihi, Sannyasi, Bhupatihi, Raja, Bhampatihi, Bhupatihi, let that person be a king, Bhuvaha Patihi, Bhupatihi, or let the person be a Brahmachari, Chhatraha, student, or let the person be a Gehi, Grastaha, Samsari Purushaha. Grasta generally we say Samsari Purushaha, whoever it may be. So whoever read this Guru Ashtakam, that person, Vanchitartam, Ichitam Palam, whatever the Palam is, the main Palam is Moksha. Okay, Ichitam Palam. Otherwise, Ichitaha, Artaha must be Moksha. So, Vanchitartam, That padam, we can say Brahma padam, padyate gamyate iti padam. That is what Acharya says, Brahma sanyam padam. Brahma iti namna prasiddham padam, that moksha rupam padam. That is the padam. Padam, the word means, padam, the word has got the meaning word. And also the padam, the word has the meaning of that which is gained. Karmani vitpatti. Padyate gamyate iti padam, that which is attained. That Brahmapadam. Brahmapadam is not that which is attained. It's not by going, it is by knowing. Brahmapadam you have to gain. You have to gain means not by movement. It is by knowing. That is the Vanchitartham Padam. That is the what is intended here. That alone a person must desire. That person will gain. Guroho Vakye, in the words of the Guru, the one whose mind is Lagnam Bhavati, Vilinam Bhavati, Lagnam. Lagnam Bhavati becomes Vilinam, becomes is inclined. One whose mind is inclined to the words of the teacher, to the Guru. So that person gains the ultimate, this Padam. Padam is this Parama Moksha Prapti. That is gained through complete Sharanagati. Ananya Sharanagati, only to the Sharanagati of the teacher, and Vakyeshu Drida Vishwasa, having complete Vishwasa in the words of the teacher. So therefore this Gurvastakam is a Mahasadhanam Bhavati, by reading and understanding and following and having bhakti for the Guru. It means Shastram. Because Guru Shastram, there is no difference. Therefore, his Guru Stuti, we can say it is Shastra Stuti. Because Shastram is the only Pramanam. That is why when we define Shraddha, Guru Vakyeshu, Shastreshu, Vishwasaha Shraddha. In the words of the teacher and the Shastra. It means the words of the teacher are not different from that of the words of the Shastra. So the words of the Shastram and the Upadesha of the teacher, they are not different. They should not be different. If it is different, then the person is not a Guru. If the person contradicts the words of the Shastram, then person is not a Guru. That's why a Guru, always we say, if a Sampradaya comes under a Sampradaya, then we can accept that person as a Guru. Doesn't come under a Sampradaya. Sampradayavatu murkhavatu upekshaniyaha. Shankaracharya, he says that asampradayavatu, even if the person has got knowledge, if doesn't come under the sampradaya, that person should be rejected. Murkha, like a fool, you reject. Similarly, you reject that person. So that is the Phala Sruti. That Gurvastakam is completed. So next class we will resume our Viveka Chudamani class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadah.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.